Previously on Corners. More by happenstance than design, we visited the sixth corner in this great southern land, Gregory and Greaves Corner. We didn't even know it existed until we spotted it on Wikicamps. Along the way, we did some sightseeing, visited the famous Ninda Gully pub, and had some wonderful free camps. We're looking for a handout, you know.
Yeah, I know. I put my finger out and then they'll try and get it. A great delight if I fell in.
Yeah, great delight if you fall in. That's why I'm videoing you. You never know, you've got your luck in a big city. We're at the Yalarbin Recreation Reserve and Lagoon. It's a beautiful area. Some drone footage earlier on of the silo art. But this is really, really beautiful. It's got a skate park, barbecue and a shelter, and the lagoon and public toilets as well. It's a nice little stop here at Yalarbin. It's about 50 kilometres from Gundawindi. Well, something you don't see every day. At once upon a time, here in Gundawindi, sculptures of bin chickens. Pretty damn good, I reckon. No one had ever heard of Gundawindi until Gunsynd, the Gundawindi Grey, started winning races and being placed in races everywhere. It came third in the Melbourne Cup in 1972. Yeah, 1972 was third in the Melbourne Cup. Anyway, Gunsynd, the Gundawindi Grey. Beautiful old bridge over the MacIntyre River here in Gundawindi. What a beautiful setting too with the river red gums. tree of knowledge. Flood heights over the years. Apparently people used to come and stand at this tree and discuss what was happening upriver with the with the rains upriver, and predict what was going to happen down here at Gundawindi. A little bit of tin there is all that's left of a sign that someone nailed to the tree saying that keeping birds in a cage was a sin. We're at the famous Nindagully pub, supposedly the oldest pub in Queensland. Still serving beers and serving meals. It's been pretty wet here, and camping's anything but ideal. It's a beautiful big area opposite the pub for stopping in and staying the night. And we've got the river just down there where Karen's heading at the moment. Before we arrived at Mungindi and Gregory and Greaves Corner, we stopped at Thallon. From its pub to silo art and Thallon's Rogues Gallery, there's a reason to spend some time here. Silo art was painted by artists Zookeeper and Drapple. It's an 800 metre walk from the car park at the Moonee River to the Rogues Gallery, unless you get lost like we did. We've just walked 800 metres down this track to go to some artworks. Anyway, at the 800 metre mark we said, okay, we'll do another 100 metres. And I said, I wonder if it's on Wikicamps. Yeah, it is, right back where we parked. So we've about faced and we're heading back to where we parked. Anyway, doesn't matter, we've done some exercise, so it's all good. Now, a little bit of a check on Wikicamps. It seems like the artwork's down this little track, and definitely wouldn't have wanted to bring the van in here. Looks like an old road bridge across the river here. I don't know, it might be the Moonee, not sure. Here's the bridge that I saw from the other end. A lot of flood debris here. Looks like we found what we came down here to find. It said it was a gallery, so there's some artworks on the old bridge. Drapple and the zookeeper met many of the locals whilst they were painting the silos. They were so inspired by them that they painted the Rogues Gallery as a tribute. Nearby are several scar trees. These scars are between 100 and 300 or more years old. Culturally significant to the Kamilaroi, aka Kamilaroi peoples, whom we acknowledge as the traditional owners of these land, they are protected by state and federal legislation. Mungindi is unique in that it is the only town in the southern hemisphere which straddles a state border, New South Wales and Queensland, at the Barwon River. Each part of Mungindi is administered separately, and during daylight saving time the town has 2 time zones, as Queensland does not support daylight saving time. Mungindi is also only 6 kilometres northeast of Gregory and Greaves Corner, aka the 1 ton post, the survey marker John Brewer Cameron erected in 1881, where the 29th parallel meets the Barwon River. About 500 metres from the 1 ton post is Cameron's final milepost, which marked the final full mile of his survey, which was just under 485 miles, or 780 kilometres. Subsequent research revealed that in 2008, the Queensland Government officially named the site as Gregory and Greaves Corner in honour of Queensland Surveyor General Sir Augustus Gregory and New South Wales District Surveyor William Greaves, who originally established the border along the 29th parallel in 1865. The name has the support of the local community, the Boulogne Shire and Gregory and Greaves descendants, but it is still referred to locally as the 1 ton post. I'm walking up to 1 ton post, which is the official border of Queensland and New South Wales, where the straight line border joins the Barwon River. The 1 ton post is so named because it weighs a tonne, or an old tonne. See here that we're in Queensland, and walking around. We're in New South Wales, and Cameron, as in Cameron Corner, and was the government surveyor, has carved his name on this post. And beautiful Barwon River. It's a far cry from the Barwon River in Victoria. This is the 4th Queensland border post that we'd visited. Cameron Corner last year, Haddon Corner earlier in this trip, then Popal Corner out in the Simpson Desert, and now 1 ton post at Mungindi in Queensland. Bush TV at its best, campfire and the setting sun. We're about 35 kilometres south of Cunnamulla at a place called Burt's Camp. Huge area in the bush here, just lovely. We wouldn't be dead for quids.